on the next Dr. Phil.
I have 12 titles in weightlifting, and I have cancer.
My mom never had cancer.
Is she beating the odds?
You didn't break a world record.
Yes, I did.
Or making stuff up?
I had brain surgery. They peeled my face off.
I have your medical report here. It doesn't say that at all.
You be the judge.
You said that you lost 100 pounds in 6 days. You can't lose 100 pounds in 6 days unless they're cutting off body parts.
Next, Dr. Phil.
Patricia says her epic survival story should be celebrated, not criticized. Take a look.
My name is Patricia. I have 12 titles in weightlifting, and I have cancer. I have had 17 strokes, brain surgery, plates in my head, pneumonia, collapsed lungs, and 2 near-death experiences. When I first woke up from surgery, I had no memory. I was very scared when I found out I may not have much time. They said I wasn't going to walk again, I wasn't going to talk again. I had to learn everything over again. The side effects of brain surgery is very, very painful. You can feel the electric current going through your head that the metal plates pick up. You set off metal detectors, everything. I got into weightlifting for therapy work. They told me I can't lift weights because of my health conditions. And the more they told me I can't, the stronger I got. I know I look hot doing this. I lift those weights and I cry every frustration I have. I am a world champion deadlifter. My first lift was 225, my second lift was 240, and my third lift was 250. My very, very first medal. I just got done doing a chemo treatment. Altogether, I have 12 records. People are so shocked when they come up and say to me, you have been through brain surgery, you've been through chemo, and you're lifting all this weight. Every time I go to my doctor's appointment, they say, we don't know why you're still here. You are a living dead girl. My daughter Jessica has not supported me much at all. Jessica is seeking revenge on me. And I want her to stop bashing me, saying I do not have cancer, I'm a fake, and I am telling lies.
Okay, well, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And the story that you're telling is absolutely inspirational. So why is your daughter not believing you?
That's what I'd like to know.
You said you had 17 strokes during this process of having brain surgery.
From the very beginning, in 2001, 2002, I was having like slight strokes, mini strokes. My side would go numb. Bad headaches. It was horrible. I kept on going in and out of the emergency room constantly.
So the 17 strokes weren't during the brain surgery?
No.
In 2010, that was starting in 2002?
It started in 2002, right down the line.
And then when you did have the brain surgery, you said you had to retrain yourself. You had to learn how to walk and talk and eat, and your husband had to teach you how to go to the bathroom and all of that. You say that when you went in, you weighed 185 pounds. When you came out, you were 80 to 90 pounds.
Yes, I lost a lot of weight. I couldn't eat because they took the flap off my face.
Right.
And they had to take the ear off. And so to get into this part, they took my jaw and they manipulated my jaw so I could not open my mouth or eat. I have 2 titanium rods in my head, 6 screws. There's a wire disc right here. It's about this big. That holds right here, and some of it's still gone here.
And you said you had 70 staples?
About 70, yes.
And then 2 years later, you get diagnosed with glioblastoma stage 2 or 3.
Yes.
And you don't remember which, stage 2 or 3?
They said it was 3.
3? Okay. But you started chemo, but then you declined.
It was making me sick. I couldn't work out, couldn't go to the gym, I couldn't do anything else. I was sick.
Let me play devil's advocate with you for a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it possible that you are fabricating a lot of this?
No.
Is it possible that you're deluding yourself?
No.
We were provided your medical records here that had to do with your surgery in the hospital and everything that took place.
Right.
And I want to take a look at this. You can see it from where you are.
Okay.
You said you had AVM surgery.
Yep.
They moved 3 or 4 bleeding tumors and 4 more ready to burst. You had to relearn to walk and talk. You had rods and wires. Your face, ear, and jaw were removed. you came out weighing 80 to 90 pounds, and at one time you told us she had 29 staples in your head. You know, another time you told us she had 70.
Okay.
Okay? So we were able to research your medical records, and you did have brain surgery, and there was one bleed that was dealt with. But the report, which I have right here, says that you walked out of the hospital, that you didn't have any trouble. You said you had to relearn how to walk and talk and dress yourself and go to the bathroom, but it says here that you walked out of the hospital, you had coffee shortly after surgery, and you were talking just fine, and that the craniotomy, you had a small bone in your skull removed, but yet you tell us here that your face, ear, and jaw were removed.
And that's what they were telling me. That's what my husband had told me.
Well, no, I have your medical report here. It doesn't say that at all. It said you only lost 75 cc's of blood in this whole procedure, and that your face, ear, and jaw were removed, and you said that you went in at 185 pounds and you came out at 80 to 90 pounds, which means you lost 95 to 105 pounds in 6 days.
I'm confused.
You're a
sorry?
liar.
I am not. You know what, Jessica? You go have your head cut open and see how you feel.
I'm sure that it hurt, but you need to stop lying about stuff.
I have Dr. Simon Orient here. He is a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon, and if you want to know, I will invite him up and let him examine you and see whether or not your face, ear, and jaw have been removed. Do you want to know?
Not really.
You don't want to know?
Because I lived through this. I know I had to learn how to talk again. I couldn't talk.
Okay, but Dr. Orion, for this type of procedure, would the face be removed?
Based on that report, it shows that the face wasn't removed, and there is no such surgery that I know of that they removed the face.
You're saying that it would be highly unusual to remove the ear, the jaw, and the face in order to do a craniotomy?
Correct.
Okay, I just need to take a look around the home to see if there is anything that would lead to health effects.
My mom's house concerns me. It is filthy.
You caught me at a bedtime because I usually do all my housework when I get home from the gym, and my house looks like a cluster mess.
The reason why my mom has pneumonia is because of how filthy the house is. My brother got pneumonia, and my other brother got pneumonia.
You know, this black area is definitely mold. A lot of cobwebs. Water damage issue on the ceiling.
My mom neglects her animals. She doesn't feed them properly. Her dog always has ear infections. They're always infested with fleas.
We had a really bad flea year, and she was actually allergic to the flea bites.
She'd rather spend money on gym gear, on lifting shoes, than actually taking care of her animals. She will leave her dogs out in her house while she's gone, and they will urinate and they will poop all over the place.
There was dog feces on the floor.
I'm concerned about the living conditions. I'm concerned that my brother is there. Her house needs to be condemned. She shouldn't be taking care of children, and she shouldn't be taking care of animals.
I just spent $500 on a vet bill for my dog, who has...
Some lady gave you that money named Linda.
Yeah, she's my best friend, because I didn't have the money.
Okay.
She's an old dog, and she's very, very old.
She's an old dog, but that doesn't mean you should neglect her.
My dog...
Oh my
am
gosh.
I neglecting her? I took her to the vet. We've got the spray we've been putting on there. I even showed the spray.
Well, how did her eye get like that?
Jessica, I have the allergy
I don't think
medicine.
that you should have a dog. That's so sad.
Jessica, I don't like seeing her this way, but you know what? This is a lot worse than it is.
This is not going to continue right here.
I
As
got
I'm telling you right now, that dog is going to get proper care. Those animals are going to get proper care.
I have got all the medication.
You can tell whatever story you want. I'm protecting those animals whether you like it or whether you don't. And by the way, we sent Don McNabb, a scientist for TRAİLER, an environmental consulting firm, into Patricia's home to take some air and surface samples to see what kind of conditions she's living in, and her son and the animals. He's joining us on the phone right now. Don,
Yep.
did you find things of concern in that house?
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
The most dangerous being what?
The most dangerous being Stachybotrys, which has been known from years ago when 60 Minutes did a documentary on it, being the toxic black mold.
You said the spore count necessary for mold removal is less than 500 spores, and the spore count found in Patricia's basement was 210,000.
Correct.
Don, does this rise to the level of being a health hazard?
Yes, I definitely would say so. Where we've had Penicillium aspergillus species of mold at this level, it's been known to trigger bronchial pneumonia.
And you've had double pneumonia within the last
6 months.
Within the last 6 months, right? In fact, you said you flatlined twice, were put on life support, but then came back, and you're living in this kind of condition, which would explain why you would have
The pneumonia,
respiratory illness.
respiratory.
You know, we can debate some of the other things about what you're saying historically, but this is a right now danger to you.